Karikala Cholan Manimandapam is a memorial hall built in 2014 by the government of Tamil Nadu in Koviladi village, Thanjavur district, right next to the historic Kallanai Dam or the Grand Aniket. Constructed across the Cauvery river around the 2nd century by the early Chola king Karikala Chola. Kallanai stands as the oldest functional water diversion structure in India, one of the oldest in the world still in use. Built by Karikala Chola in 100 to 150 AD to control wild floods on the Kaveri river and divert water into the fertile delta region for farming and irrigation via canals. It spans 329 meters long, 20 meters wide and 5.4 meters high, constructed using massive unhewn granite blocks pushed directly into the riverbed where the flowing sand logged them naturally. It effectively divides the flowing Cauvery into 4 major streams: Kaveri, Kollidam, Vennaru and Punnaiyaru. This dam was remodeled by the British during the 19th century. In 1804, Captain Caldwell, a military engineer, was appointed by the British to make a study on the Cauvery river and promote irrigation for the delta region. He found that a large amount of water passed on to the Kollidam, leaving behind a small volume for irrigation purposes. Caldwell initially proposed a solution by raising the dam and hence raised the dam stones to a height of 69 meters or 27 inches, thus increasing the capacity of the dam. Following this, Major Sim proposed the idea of under sluices across the river with outlets leading to the Kollidam river, thus preventing formation of silt. The lower Aniket, built by irrigation engineers Sir Arthur Cotton in the 19th century across Kollidam, the major tributary of Kaveri, is said to be a replicated structure of Kallanai while keeping the ancient Chola stone core intact. Situated on the eastern side of the Grand Aniket on the banks of the Ullar or Kaveri river flow is the Karikala Cholan Manimandapam. It is designed using traditional Dravidian style pillars, majestic high arches and a pristine white stone finish, built at a cost of roughly 2.10 crores. It houses a grand bronze statue of King Karikala Chola riding an elephant surrounded by historical exhibits. Displays information panels detailing ancient Chola irrigation techniques, historical context from Sangam literature and the engineering endurance of Kallanai. Kaveri is mentioned in Sanskrit as a holy river in various Hindu religious texts, including the Mahabharata and the Puranas. The name itself might have had different etymologies. As per Skanda Purana, the river arose after Ganesha took the form of a crow and toppled sage Agastya's Kamandala. The river then took its name from the Tamil language word Ka meaning crow and Viri meaning spread, literally translating a spread by a crow. It might also mean a river with widespread banks, as Viri can also be translated as widespread. The etymology of the river might have also been derived from Kaveri, the Sanketi word for river from the language spoken by the Sanketi people who live along its waters. Kaveri is the angelicized version of the original name. The river is also known by other names. In ancient Tamil literature, the river was called Ponni, meaning the golden one. In reference to the fine silt it deposits, it is known as Dakshina Ganga, meaning the Ganges of the south. Indicating its geographical location and significance, it is also mentioned in Ardha Ganga, meaning half Ganga in Mahabharata and other literature, due to its purported mythology of having arisen from the Ganges. Marudvarda is another hypnotized name for this river, meaning the beloved of the Maruts in Sanskrit. The river arises at Talakaveri in Kodagu district of Karnataka. The source of the river is located at an altitude of 1341 meters or 4400 feet in the Brahmagiri hills of the Western Ghat. It follows a rough upper course consisting of rocky beds and high banks. Once it leaves the Kodagu hills, it flows eastwards, forms a series of rapid falls. It flows through a narrow gorge into the Deccan Plateau and drops about 18 to 24 meters at Chunchanakatte Falls. The river forms the island of Srirangapatna and widens to 900 to 1200 feet before flowing southeast. At Shivana Samudra, the river drops 91 meters and forms Shivana Samudra Falls, one of the largest waterfalls in the country. After forming the island of Shivana Samudra, the river converges and passes through the Mekadadu Gorge. After flowing for 320 kilometers in Karnataka, river flows for about 64 kilometers along the Karnataka-Tamil Nadu border. The river enters Tamil Nadu and forms Hognekal Falls. After the falls, the river flows southwards toward Mettur Dam and joins its main right bank tributary Bhavani at Koduthurei. The river flows eastwards through Erode and Karur and widens further before entering the Tiruchirappalli district. It splits into 2 branches, with the northern part called as Kollidam river and the southern part of the river retaining the name Kaveri. After flowing for 16 kilometers, the 2 branches converge around the Srirangam island. The river further branches off into 36 different channels before emptying into the Bay of Bengal near Pumbuhar in Mailaduguri district. The river traverses for about 416 kilometers in Tamil Nadu for a total length of about 800 kilometers.